So
how do you decide whether it's waist up or close in?
You just see. Yeah, I mean, it's like saying, how do you decide horizontal or vertical? I think in my whole life, there's only very few times where I was confused, where I said it could be either or, and I had to think about it. You just see it.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, in my Irish book, excuse me, not one of my best pictures, but there's a guy, well-dressed, little overweight, button looks like it's going to pop off if he takes a breath. I saw that guy for parts of 2 summers. I never took a picture of him until I saw that. You know when all the details are right. Having said that, how many good pictures do any of us have? I mean...
Never enough.
It's quite... well, you say never enough, which I agree, but it's a small number.
Yeah.
It's like baseball.
Right.
If you hit 300 in baseball, that means you get hits 3 times out of 10. You're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
In photography, the ratio's even
I know.
much
We have
worse.
to take a lot of bad pictures.
Yes.
And one of the things, of course, which is your hallmark, is that you tend to find these characters. They, generally speaking, are older because they've matured, and then suddenly you go out and find and get interested in the farm boys and girls. Well, yet again, you're throwing us here. What made you choose that particular genre?
Well, what happened is, look, I'm best when I see things. Okay, I don't want to read about it in a book. Okay, I mean comments in books have influenced me, or photographs like, why did I choose to go to Japan? Because I saw the show New Japanese Photography, I think in '72 at the museum, and I was blown away. It only took me 22 years to get there, but I got there. So what happened with the Farm Boys, if I remember correctly, is I was working with you at the state fairs and Postcards from America, and after X amount of days, you only stay 3 or 4 days. I'm there for the whole shebang. After 3 or 4 days, you've had enough. So I started to walk through the barns, and I said, wait a second. I took a couple people's faces, and I said, these look pretty good. So why not do it? And then I continued doing that, and now I think I'm about finished with that. But it was interesting because almost every parent that I asked said yes to me. So I was struck by the kids' faces because they're different than I was. It's middle America. It's completely different than the world I know. But I found interesting kids, well-rounded, interesting, etc., etc. But don't forget the other side is I'm doing the prostitutes on crack and heroin, which also comes from my past.
But they're generally a bit older, even though they're prostitutes.
They've
seen life. They've seen life. Because one of the features...
You mean sex workers? No, sorry. Okay.